Namaste and welcome to Shami Jagale. In today's video, I'm going to show you something very special, something which is becoming common but very difficult to do, and something which almost everybody wants to do. I'm talking about Adho Mukha Vrikshasana or handstand. Adho Mukha Vrikshasana is the Sanskrit name. Adho is downward, Mukha is face, downward facing. Vrikshasana is tree, okay? So downward facing tree. It's like Tadasana or Vrikshasana. When you stand straight, you are doing exactly the same on the palms, and that is what we are going to do today. In last few years, handstand has become very popular. Many yoga practitioners, the schools of calisthenics, the advanced practitioners are practicing it pretty well. However, there are many practitioners, maybe at the beginners stage, at intermediate stage, who are longing to perform this, and they are trying in their own way. Now, many of them are doing in their own way, which is absolutely fine. This is something unusual, it's challenging, and many wants to do it, and we should, because it's a challenge to yourself and it does need a lot of effort. What is important is that if you do it right from day one, your progress will be right, you will develop right memory, the muscle memory, and you will prevent a lot of injuries. If you do it wrong, you might end up with a lot of injuries. You may not have the grace of the posture, and in certain circumstances the injuries can be so bad that you might end up stopping your practice for a while, and nobody wants that. So in today's video, I'm going to show handstand or Adho Mukha Vrikshasana for the beginners. Whatever I'm going to show, it is with support. It is not easy. However, it is safe. And when you perform with the props, so I'm going to use a chair and a table, at least you begin to understand the areas which are getting involved into the practice. It's very important before you move into this practice, you work on arm strength building. And when I'm talking about arms, the whole area, proper placing of the palms, so make sure this is the area which is being pressed completely. So you protect your wrist and the elbow by extending the upper part of the arms. This whole area needs to be strengthened with the different practices, whatever you choose to. Your core needs to be very strong. Those who are into yoga, and if they understand the concept of Mool Bandh, Uddhayan Bandh, that is applicable, in a lot of these practices and the movement. So many things are involved. What I'm going to show today is with the chair first, and then with some more height with the table, so that you just don't try to get into handstand. You can, if you're comfortable, try and understand the engagement of the areas which are required in performing Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. Let's check how to perform it with chair and table. So as you can see, I've got a chair, okay, and also I've folded my sleeves so that you can see the engagement of the arms. What I've done, I have placed the chair close to the wall so that in case if you fall, you have wall for support. So what am I doing? The first thing I'll have to do, place my palms on the floor. It's very important that the measurement is important. The gap between your palms is shoulder width apart. One way of checking is that you touch the outer side of your elbows with 4 fingers. That is one way. Another way, your middle fingers are touching each other. That will give you kind of equal gap and the equal distance from the shoulder, and that is the first point. So as I'm going down, first thing I check for alignment. See. So this is the first position. Next, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to walk my feet up on the chair and towards the end of the chair seat. So from this position, see, I have walked in a little more, this position. My right leg goes up at the end of the chair, and then the left leg, see. This is first position. This should be pretty comfortable. I'll start moving in, see. How am I moving? My core, see this part. So I'm working on engaging my core muscles. So if you just do this one, you will start working on strengthening your arms and the core, and this will be required. This is the movement. So what is happening? I'm working on core strengthening. At the same time, if you look at my shoulders, it is slightly coming forward. See this movement, coming forward in line with the wrist and maybe going slightly in front. So this position. Look in between your wrist, at the center of the wrist, this position. Walk in as much as you can. See. This is my final walk. You just have to stay here. If you're comfortable over here, this leg goes up. Tall, tall, see. This position. This. Slow. Slow. Throw yourself up as much as possible. And then you try and go like this. This is what you're trying with both the legs, okay? So push yourself up. See, I pushed myself up. Hips tight. See, push up. And this position. This. Both the legs together. However, what is important is that this will be the kind of end part. Don't try to work directly with both the legs up. You only work on coming in one leg up. That's all. That's all. This is what you will do. That's all. That's all. Once you are done with this, you will realize that you had been working predominantly on the core and this area. And once you are done with this, is not easy. However, it will just target the right group of muscles which is required in handstand. So this was like with the chair. You can look at the height. What I'll do, I'll try and get a bigger height so that it becomes even easy to engage. Distance is very important. You have to keep checking the distance so that you have the right resistance. The distance from the wall to the stool is very important, and that will depend a lot on your height. So based on your height, the distance has to be such that you can create right resistance, and that is the key. So what am I going to do? See, first, like I'm pretty much, you can see my hips are almost touching the stool. My palms on the floor, I'm taking the measurement. So the middle fingers are touching each other and then facing the front. Okay, now I have moved almost in Uttanasana. Right foot on the stool and the left foot. So I'm almost at the back of the stool. I'm just walking in at the edge, the frontal edge of the stool. Gently, see. Now if you can just check at my hips, it's moving in close to the wall. This movement, this movement. Once I'm there, I will start aligning rest of the posture. So my head is pretty much in between the arms, looking at the center of the wrist, hips out, this position. Push the heels of the palms to engage your deltoid and the shoulders and the arms. And now the right leg up. Just stay here to understand. At this position, if you have the right resistance, you'll feel lightness in the body. See, what am I doing at this point? I'm pushing the wrist of the heels of my palms firmly. See, this position, see. This position, this one. This and down, come back, just relax for a while and release. As I told you in the beginning, it's not easy to perform with the chair and the table. It's actually pretty difficult. However, it is safe, and you actually work predominantly on the right group of muscles for your handstand. For me, it's really easy for me to perform it in the middle with much of, like so much of adjustment and all those things. But this really made me tired. So it's very important when you start building up the right group of muscles, training those muscles, so that when you do it in the middle, it becomes a child's play for you. So try this one, try it safe. Okay, you always have a wall for support, and it's very easy to go to the wall. Follow the instructions very carefully. Make sure you don't take any strain on the wrist and the elbow. You keep working on the deltoid and the upper side of the body and core, and of course focus on pressing this part of the palm and perform these postures. Go ahead, do your practice, do it properly, do it safely, share your experience. If you don't understand anything, feel free to put your comment and I'll get back to you. Namaste, and hope to see you soon with your Adho Mukha Vrikshasana.